Hey folks, going live with another episode of Pokopia here. This is going to be a short one, but yeah, I've been saying for a while I have really got this game figured out. Um, and this time, so last Wednesday we completed Bleak Beach on stream, and this time I was able to get Bleak Beach to environment level 4 to environment level 10 in literally 4 days. Which means that already by ahead of next Wednesday, we're ready to go to the third area. I think it's called the Rocky Ridges. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and do the short episode, of course, showing off Bleak Beach, unlocking a few new Pokemon. But it's time for something else as well. And that something else is that it is... Professor Tangrowth says, hey, you should really check out Pallet Town. So I wanted to do a nice short little stream where we also checked out Pallet Town and saw what was going on there, which is going to have the added advantage of giving us somewhere to start setting up basically a couple Pokemon families whose environments we can create now. We have the ability to create, but we don't need to add them in Withered Wasteland or Bleak Beach because those are both environment level 10. So we'll go through just our normal Pokopia routine for the night and show off a little bit of what's going on. We still have Jirachi today. We're going to find more Sparkling Ripples and Lost Relics. So yeah, this is our Bleak Beach at environment level 10. And we've really done a lot here. Let's go ahead and get this Haunter. Yeah, I've been waiting for this Boo in the box, which I presumably... I have balloons now, but I don't have this Boo in the box. And there's at least 2 environments that have that. Ghastly and Haunter are awesome Pokemon. I've learned that they have the Gather specialty, which means they pick up the nonsense that Pokemon like Mareep leave scattered around, like this twine from a Spinnerack, and they bring it to this box, which is super nice. What that was about. Chino taking a shower as always. Yeah, so I like to pop in here, and I basically go straight to my security cameras. And I actually can hear... Here, let's pop out, because I hear ruffles somewhere. There it is. Let's see who we get. Oh my gosh, we're getting multiple Pokemon here. There's Ariados, one we were waiting for. And again, this is all a bit superfluous. We're not going to really work on these guys' moods because we've already got environment level 10. But still, we want to get as many Pokemon as possible. So definitely happy about that. Ariados is going to breathe more of that string. And then here we'll get someone here as well. Is this a big one? Ooh, Zoroark. That's huh. We're disguised buddies. Oh, so this is also a Pokemon that can come from this surprise in store. So it's basically just Gengar left, I assume. But we don't have the Gengar decoration. And what's our Pokédex going to tell us? Probably a reward for finding so many... Yep. A recipe as a reward for finding so many Pokemon. A stylish stool. Very nice. Okay, anyway. Back to our security cameras. So we just want to go through. I still hear another one, guys. I'm walking around and I still hear more shuffling. Okay, there it is. Yep, Ghastly's trying to point that out for us. And something I've learned is you don't want to let these sit around because they can actually despawn, which is absolutely maddening. So, for example, who are we getting? Oh, it's Golbat. That's nice. What are you... Oi, what you doing on my turf, eh? You better not try anything funny. I'll suck your blood if you mess with me. I should have known no one with a silly mug like yours could be some kind of villain. My bad, pal. Okay, I love Golbat. I'm obsessed with Golbat. It walks skillfully. And we're still waiting on one last Pokemon in tree-shaded grass, which is Hariyama. That's fine. Yeah, Golbat is awesome. Spinarak wants something, but I don't care. And all this twine I don't have to worry about because Ghastly and Gengar are going to pick it up. Yeah, so right here, I had a Azumarill, I think, and I lost it because I waited too long to pick it up, which really makes me mad. But you can see Electivire there, our buddy. How do I wave? How do I do emojis in this game? It's not that button. It's not that button. It's not that button. It's not that button. There we go. I need to remember that the down, so I want to wave at Electivire there. Hey, buddy. So Electivire is the best. Let's talk to Electivire real quick. I like that Golbat, but I love this Electivire because, see, look at this. We have a new friend named Golbat. He's just a good southern boy, just like Blastoise. So I really, in the future, in Pallet Town, I want to introduce Blastoise and Electivire at some point. And no, I have no idea what we're going to do in terms of, like, which Pokemon are going to be allowed to stay and which ones are going to go. I have no idea yet. There's still more about the game. I want to learn how it works. But the one thing that we have figured out is environment levels. So I'm grateful for that. Is there anybody up here yet? Again, I don't need to be doing this. I can do my security cameras. But I kept getting distracted because I was trying to look at them, but I could audibly hear some of the areas where Pokemon were ready to spawn. So nobody there. I don't know that this is even looking for anybody. I guess somebody could be back there. So that's fine. Watching for Hariyama here. This one's done. Look, I made the Pikachu fountain there, which is a pretty nice little decoration. I really loved Bleak Beach, so I definitely invested in it. I'm watching those trees, which are more places Hariyama could spawn. And then there's Exeggutor. I've always loved Exeggutor's French name, Nodekoko. And then this could be a Pelipper at some point. And then Happiny is up here. So we did explore the SS Anne. We had a whole quest on the SS Anne that eventually led us to making Happiny a little room back there. And then this is our Azumarill spot that someday my Azumarill will come. But it needs to be raining. So I had some rain and I lost it. I missed my chance, which really was pretty annoying. Okay. I adore the music. Yeah, I'm literally just going to ignore all of these Pokemon. It's fine. Okay, so any of this stuff that's raw materials that we can put away, we will put away. We've got enough fluff, huh? You can see that we got Ampharos. We got a couple of really great Pokemon in this one. Chansey is very happy. What am I doing? Okay, let's quickly store stuff. Another question that I haven't figured out is what I'm going to do in terms of storage to bring my items along from area to area. So I want to find a place where I have... It's only 8 boxes that I set up here. I didn't set up as many storage huts as I did in Withered Wasteland. That's okay. These are decorations. I want relaxation, so I can once again put all this plain stuff that we plundered away. Decorations. We got another CD. We've gotten lots of Lugia and Ho-Oh feathers the longer that we've played here. Let's go ahead and condense this all again. There we go. Now we can see it all in one. These are toys. I don't think we have any toys in the inventory right now. Oh yeah, actually we do. Decorations. I don't know that there's any rhyme or reason as to which decorations are where for me. Unfortunately, this is just something you have to do. I think I used all the bookshelves I had collected. That's why I'm looking around like, where are my bookshelves? I don't have any. Look at this toy. We got a music mat, finally. There's a plain lamp. Security cameras we have special purposes for, of course. Utility poles. Also possibly something we want to consider bringing to the next area. And then we have just a number of blocks. Building with. We're obviously going to get a bunch more blocks. And I think it's actually about time to put blocks away, because when we head to our next area, we will presumably get plenty of blocks. So let's drop these two. Star piece, cave mushrooms. Drop this fluff, since I got a bunch of it. And then last but not least, tables. Tables are very interesting because they just don't quite count as decorations in the way you expect them to. See, they don't have a category. I wish there was a category called tables. It would really make my life a lot easier. Okay, and then I have all these types of food, and I'm kind of generally holding on to foods. In fact, let's go ahead and start officially filling all our foods down here like this. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so now we have a clean inventory again. We don't have any Pokemon on the security cameras. We're pretty much not waiting for anybody else except Crobat right here, Hariyama up there, and Azumarill, for whom it needs to be raining down there. Hey, oh, look at that! Wait, what did I just do? Wow, you can use like a Legend of Zelda spin attack, which that's kind of funny. I had no idea you could do that. Hey there, Obsidian. Yeah, no, we have a very small scale objective that we wanted to take care of today, so I figured since it was probably just like a 45-minute to 1 hour stream, I'd just hop on and knock it out. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot that I wanted to show this. Okay, so, again, Bleak Beach. We only arrived here on Wednesday, but in the matter of just 4 days, we were able to... Oh, I got a Mewtwo stamp. That's kind of cool. Get this environment level to max with 8 Pokemon at Awesome and another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Pokemon at Great. We only needed 8 and 16, and then all the rest of this is superfluous. So we really went pretty above and beyond here in this zone. But I really liked the zone, so it was super neat. We'll gather our challenges for the day. The cat is throwing things somewhere. Okay, that's fine. So we want to gather garbage, make some lumber, and gather leaves. We might not end up doing much of that. That's a new item for me. We definitely want to snap up this recipe. And we want to snap up that recipe too, which actually means we need to go ahead and get 110 money, which in turn means we need to complete at least one of these quests. Luckily, that's going to be pretty straightforward. I think there's a couple small patch adjustments that they've made since I started playing the game. And one of them, I think, is that they made it much more likely that you get... Well, I was going to say that you get leaves when you do this process, but now look at me. Well, Oddish loves what I'm doing. 1. I mean, I guess I could do this in the dream mode too. 2. 3. 4. And one more of these will let us get that rare daily recipe. So there it is. That's fine. There's money. And there is a daily recipe for a lace rug. Look out. We're getting fancy around here. Cool. So, Bleak Beach. Environment level 10. Honestly, loved it. Drop off those leaves. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock out our Dream Island for the day. Yeah, that was that was... I definitely like to avoid doing that whenever I can, but... Gotta do what you gotta do. So... It's giving 4 swords. So again, as part of our daily routine, including the days where we're streaming something more, we always want to make sure to plunder our dream island. There's stuff here. I actually think that we got money for getting non-burnable garbage, so we'll keep an eye out for trash. There's one. This structure we've looted a bunch of times, so we're just gonna pop right up to the top of it and get the rare item. Not the traffic cone. I don't want the traffic cone. Okay, and we'll continue around. That's copper. That's rare. That's nice. One of the tricky parts here is I cannot break most of the blocks of the time, which we have 7 copper ore. Not bad. Also watching out for our caves, 1 or 2 caves. I think I see garbage. More copper ore. I'm getting quite a bit of copper ore this time, which is a pleasant surprise. Wow. Ditto possibly can. You know, Ditto is just a little guy. Get that raw copper. Aha! Okay, so this is a structure that there's our first cave. This is actually a structure I've been looking for. I wanted to get one more hedge like this. It's called like the beautiful hedge or something. Healthy hedge, yeah. I'd only had one so far. I believe there is a habitat that's going to require us getting that. Speaking of ore, this is something that we can destroy for a little bit of iron ore. Just got to keep those heavy metals coming. We have a stone fireplace, which is nice. 2 more of these electricity poles, which again, we don't know if they'll be useful. And we get out of here. So now let's take a look at our 2 caves for the island. This is actually great. I was really hoping we'd get another healthy hedge before we move on. Okay, this is a shallow cave, which is nice. We get a new song. New song. That's a very short. I think we only need like 2 more garbage, and then we get our payout for the day, so keep an eye out for that as well. I'm just ignoring all this stardust because we have more than enough of it at this point. That's an artifact. Large artifact. Large lost relic. And there's our second cave. Good. So this is 2 shallow caves in one. It's kind of interesting. All right, what's the habitat? No, so you think this is stealing everything that's not bolted down? This is not stealing everything that's not bolted down. This is being generous. That was actually something I had to fight when I was getting started with the game, and I was using the islands of the first area, because I wanted to steal everything that was not. I would have disassembled that entire structure, but it'll just come back the next day. So it's very helpful because you start to learn which resources are renewable. basically. Kind of like those grass leaves, but there are other resources that are like daily redo. Okay, that's pretty annoying that we just bought the recipe for that tea set, and then we just get more slime on the ground. But I guess now we can get more. That's a new item. Here's a habitat. No Pokemetal. Okay. Which is good, because it means that we might be starting to exhaust the habitat information for level 2. Which is perfect, since we're heading to level 3 on Wednesday. And then last but not least, we'll see what else we've got in here. This house generated pretty near the cliff. Pretty near the cliff here. It's like a quarry overlook. And I am not even going to take all of these plain items this time, because we've got more than enough of them from the last few times. Another habitat information. Now this is a new one. Party platters. And we're starting to get into, just when I said I was going to take this stuff, I'm going to take this stuff. I'm going to take this stuff. We're starting to get into highly specialized habitats, which again just tells, okay, I don't want that. That's just a nuisance. Which tells us that we pretty much completed all of our objectives for level 2. So, there we go. Now let's get out of here with our plunder. That was a pretty straightforward dream island, actually. I don't think that we got all the garbage that we were supposed to get. And I didn't look that carefully, but I don't know that a whole lot more actually generated to begin with. Yes, take me back. All-time best loading animation right there. Thanks. Still not raining. Very sad. Yeah, only our second healthy edge. Toys. Decorations. This is all going to become important in a moment, since we're setting off for basically area 2.5. I've done anything with rugs yet, so I'm not entirely sure how they work and how they're different than anything. It's been a pleasure. This will be a short one, so the next big one will be on Wednesday, but it was good to have you on. We'll catch you next time. Alright, that's it. So, before we finish up here, what we're going to do, we're going to quickly go to Zone 1, and again, check our security cameras. Once again, there's only like 1 or 2 Pokemon we're waiting there. So, what I did do here, for the YouTube folks who are following along day by day, is we brought Oddish from the first zone into the second, so it could be by Gloom. And we brought Tyrogue, which we accidentally summoned in the second zone, back to the first, so that it could be by the other I don't know, Hitmon family folks. So we'll go back to Withered Wasteland. Again, this is going to be level 10. So yeah, 26 minutes just to sort of just log in, do one Dream Island, simple stuff. Okay, so right away we'll check our security cameras. I actually can't think offhand who we're waiting for here. Nobody here. Slowbro, Slowpoke, Slowking. I hear something. Or maybe it's just those Pokemon running around. Yeah, I don't think we're waiting for anybody else up here. Ha! Look at that. Shellos is just watering the grass with Gastrodon. I put these two together. I thought that was nice. We got everybody up here. Paris, Parasect, Noctowl, Pidgeotto. This Pokemon. We're waiting on whoever this is, and they're not supposed to be that uncommon, but for whatever reason, they don't want to spawn in that environment. And then same here. We're waiting for, like, it's not Hariyama, but somebody wants to be on those carts, but they just haven't quite come yet. So, all right, that's fine. Again, we're going to ignore the Pokemon's problems because we've got our thing. So, what are we actually here for? We are setting off on an adventure to Pallet. So, we want to go ahead and grab a few more security cameras. That's always the first thing. That's always something pretty important that we bring along with us. So we'll purchase the whole stock. Pretty much want all of these. And then we're going to take a look at our habitats. We're going to get whatever materials for the habitats that we're going to set up in Pallet Town. So again, these habitats, these are all for Zone 1. Flower Garden we haven't built, but it's basically set anyway. That's how we got Tyrogue accidentally right here, was this training waterfall. And then we get here to Bench with Greenery. We haven't made it, but we've got it. Same with Illuminated Bench. Same with the exercise pool. Gym First Aid, if we get that, we're going to set it up here in Withered Wasteland, because that's where the other Hitmons are. I also don't have a free First Aid kit. Large luggage carrier, you can see we're waiting. This Pokemon is supposed to be common here, but for whatever reason, this habitat thing just won't spawn anybody. I mean, I suppose it's hypothetically possible that, I don't know, maybe there's like a max number of Pokemon you can get per zone. Hard to say. This one, Lumberjack's Workplace. This is one of the habitats we want to set up in Pallet Town. So 3 log tables, 3 log chairs, and 3 carts if we can like them, if we have them. So let's see what we've got. Log chairs, carts, and then where's tables? Again, I can never find my tables because they're not sorted in a logical way. Oh, I need more logs. I'll have to make those in the next area. Okay. Important question. Can I even make a cart yet? Yes, I can. So that's good to know. This was a big hold-up. At one point. Okay, so onward, we're going to continue thinking about our next, what else we've got, Habitat Dex-wise. So we know we're doing the Lumberjack's Workplace. We can do a bed with a plush. That'll bring somebody. It might bring Driftblim, actually. So a bed and a dole. Presumably we've got an Eevee dole around here somewhere. If we did, it would be here in the toys, wouldn't it? So we might not, actually. what? I think somebody around here has got a doll that I can steal back. That I can take back. They don't need it anymore. Let's get this shiny puddle, though. Recipe for the metal drum, finally. This may well take us a moment. There's Litwick. That's going to be Jirachi's house eventually when that event finishes. I've really got to think about where we just randomly gave someone a doll. But I feel very confident we did. This is all honey. So we'll take all of that. See what I mean? I'm like, these large luggage carriers, but I just can't get the Pokemon to spawn. I don't know. I thought that the doll... I mean, I could take this first aid kit. Actually, we can go ahead and set up that Hitmontop home here real quick. What was it? Gym first aid, table first aid, and punching bag. So I just need to find my punching bag again. Which I actually think, so punching bag is a toy, and I think we left it in the new zone, so that's fine. We're getting a punching bag. Guys, I'm so positive that we just randomly gave somebody like needed our Eevee doll somewhere. Which is really too bad because we should have it set up here by our home. Okay. Well, anyway, so we're getting tables. We're getting doll. We're getting the gym first aid, the punching bag. We don't have these creepy candles yet, these eerie candles to summon, what is that Pokemon called? Chandelure. So now we keep going. I can't make berry basket yet because I'm still missing too many berries. I can make this. Okay, this is another big one. We want to make all the log stuff. Actually, it was pretty much this one and the Lumberjack's workplace were the main two that I wanted to put in. I can't make that yet. I'm still missing garden chairs and the garden light. Okay, and then you get into the zone 2. So if there's anything excess in the zone 2, see that Gengar, the surprise in store? And then this habitat I could make, but I don't need to because I have Fluffo ready. Private makeup stand, I'm still waiting on a dresser. Hot spring shower, we don't have a hot spring yet. I think we're pretty close. Playing pirate, we don't have cannons yet. This habitat is actually ready. And then we get into area 3. So that's really it. It's really just the 2.5 that we're missing. Okay, let's see if we can hold out that information in our heads. Seriously, guys, where did that Eevee doll go? We took our doll. Fresh veggie field, but it won't spawn me anything. Really did not do that. I do wish that you could view your security cameras in other areas, not just in the area that you're at, but that seems like an oversight. You can't, right? If you can actually switch zones, that's gonna... No, you can't switch zones, which is really too bad, but it's okay. telling me a security camera has found anyone. I made that house for Makuhita. See, that's our Pikachu doll. We actually made that. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and finish up the log furniture we needed. So we need 3 log tables. And then I think the log life was 3 of each of these, which is actually perfect because we couldn't make this log bed in the last area, but now we have all the materials. 3 more log chairs. Running out of small logs. Kind of a funny material to run out of. And then 3 more log tables. And then let's double check our recipe. This is another one we can do, is the... No, actually, we've got the fishing pond. Fishing pond is good. I don't think I have a magazine rack yet, but I might, but I'll double check. It's supposed to be for Area 3, though, so I'm a little bit... Interrogation desk, my goodness. I'm a little bit skeptical to get moving too early. We did get this hot spring spout, so we're ahead of the game. We don't have a lantern yet. Oh, that's Area 3 or Area 4. Okay. So it's pretty much just... We're still looking for a plushie. If we can find a plushie, then we'll make a bed. We don't have a hot spring yet. So, I mean, maybe we have a hot spring. I don't think we have a hot spring. Yeah, it's just bed with a plush. It's literally a bed and a plush. Should be pretty easy. We've got these ready to go. And then where is this? Log life. It's log chair, log table, log bed. Okay, we're pretty much good to go. So let's go check our toys really quickly. Let's grab that punching bag, which is perfect. There's our Eevee plush, which this is really not how I want to use the Eevee plush, but I guess that's fine. We're actually going to take this fishing rod with us. It's a little bit too valuable to leave behind. And we're going to search for the magazine rack in our decorations. And it looks like that's a bust. Yes, no magazine rack for us. I think that's just about it. I think that pretty much takes us where we need to go. I am so certain that at some point we had another Eevee doll that we just gave away to somebody like a dummy, but that's okay. All right, here we are. I'm still racking my brain trying to think. It was an Eevee doll. We definitely gave somebody an Eevee doll. And I need this one right here. Is it possible that we put it, like, in somebody's home? I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and make this punching bag habitat. I need to be a little bit careful about how I do this. I'm going to really annoy all those Pokemon. So that's Hitmontop's habitat. So with little luck, we'll get that one of the days that we're passing through here. Cool. And we can put back the chair that we just stole as well. Alright. I'm just going to make one more circuit. Wasn't in that house. I really haven't made very many houses. Maybe I gave it to... It's possible that I gave it either to myself or to one of the starter Pokemon that... No, it didn't give myself anything here. That's for sure. Combi. Who would even want a round Eevee? No, Combi got these... Whatever these are. Pinwheels. I think this was Gastrodon for a little while here. Nope, nothing special. Okay, but then there's these nicer houses over here for our starters. We gotta check those too. And that's basically it. There aren't really that many more. This is like Squirtle. Nothing special. And then Bulbasaur. Oh, I had them backwards, but same. Nope, more pinwheels, but no Eevee doll. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did not actually get an extra Eevee doll anywhere. Okay, well. So I guess what that means is we'll take this Eevee doll. Industrial bed, luxury bed, they've got patterns. Stuff with patterns kind of annoys me. That's why it's all this here. Make a plain bed. All right. So that's it. We could not find our hypothetical other Eevee doll, but that's okay. We did get the ability to swim. So we're just going for it. Guys, it's time to go explore Pallet Town. AKA what this game is actually about. Let me check this out. Let's go to Pallet Town. Pallet. Looks like I misspelled it on the stream here. Okay, look at this. So... Pallet Town is empty. Oh, but there is a Pokemon Center. And habitats. Tree-shaded tall grass. We've got this one set up in the other area. Just waiting for that Caesar. Alright, before I do anything else, I'm going to set up the stuff that we said we were going to set up, or else we're going to forget. Question is where? I mean, I might as well get them all in this nice... This is such a beautiful area for building. So let's just do it over here. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Bed. Table. Chair. Cozy log handicrafts habitat. And do we know any of the Pokemon that will spawn there? Nope, it's a total mystery. That's always exciting. Next one, bed. Next one, bed. Table. Table. for the next thing... Oh, we need all of that lumber in place. Are there any trees that aren't lepa trees? No, all these are nice, useful lepa trees. Oh, well. So I think what you can do is you can cut down trees to stumps, which I had no idea about. Now, it was stump, it was cart, it was table, and it was chair, I think. The cart is the first one. There it is. Lumberjack's workplace, and we know one of the Pokemon that can come here, which is I think that's called a Fracture. We're going to do that 2 more times. I'll pick this tree because it's sort of blocking our way. It's kind of spooky here in Pallet Town. I guess we can do this one right up front, because again, it's right there. I feel bad chopping those trees down. Like, what if I want them back? I guess you can grow your own trees. There we go. And then, last but not least, we're going to add to our dormitory area over here 2 more of these beds for that cozy plush life. Bed and TV. Bed with a plush. And we don't know who can spawn here. Oh, we only needed 1 anyway, so that's fine. So let's organize our inventory. Okay. Now, before I talk to the Pokemon Center, I want to pick up these hints of Pokemon that are all over and see if we get anything useful. So the last one we got was Caesar, which was not useful to us. We already had it ready to go. This, Geodude, we already have it. It's already ready to go back in the first zone. Let's go ahead and unpack this. I like to leave those be. How about this one? We're getting a lot of hints that are relevant to the first zone here. We've already got them. Machop, we've already got this set up. Someday he will spawn. Again, unless we've like actually hit a spawn cap in that first area. This one. Pretty flower bed. Magby. Unexpected, but again, we've got this ready to go. Someday he will spawn. Wow, look at this. There's a beach. How big is Pallet Town? I mean, does this area count? No. Oh. So it's kind of 3 land masses. There's a waterfall. We could have used that to make a tie road. So this is like a little fountain. Freezing Chambers kit. What is this? This makes frozen mountains with a mystical atmosphere. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Oh my gosh, it's gigantic. Guys, what? Wait a second. Okay, I feel like this is... Wait, and there's another one over there? And then is there another one over there? Okay. Alright, I have some suspicions now. Let's get this another useless habitat hint. So this is actually perfect. This is making me really pleased about the way that we went about waiting for Pallet Town. Another one. We literally already had that hint. So, well, I guess we learned that Machop can also spawn in that other place. Okay, so before I go collect those other 2 massive structures, let's talk to this PC. But basically what I was saying, oh, we got another hint already. It's just trying to, like, fill out the rest of our hints at this point for Area 1. Vikavolt, tree-shaded flower bed. Now, when that spawns, I'll probably move that Vikavolt to Area 2, where Grubbin and Charjabug are. But that's okay. So what we're learning is that we did a really good job of... Yeah, I don't know. Basically, we learned that we did a fantastic job with our environment level work in Withered Wastelands and in Bleak Beach. Because not only is the environment level 10, but also just like... When we go through the environments, we pretty much built everything, or like we haven't built this flower garden because we've already spawned both of the Pokemon. So we have a huge amount of spawn saturation for those first 2 areas. So all I did was, the way to start filling out Pallet Town was I picked 3 habitats that I didn't have any of the Pokemon yet, so I didn't have any of their families. So we did the Lumberjack's workplace, we did whoever this is in the bed with the plush, possibly Driftblim, and then we did Cozy Log Handicrafts. I don't think I've gotten the choice to name Pallet Town yet, because I haven't talked to the PC yet. We were just exploring this first area, setting up these habitats so that I can start coming back and getting these 3 Pokemon families. Because we don't need those extra 7 Pokemon. Ooh, marsh fishing spot. We don't have a marsh yet. We didn't need these 3 Pokemon families in the first area because... Or the first 2 areas, because we've already maxed the environment level in the first 2 areas. Wow, they're just giving us Pokemon traces like nobody's business. I don't know what this is about. But that's fun. Chirp Chirp Meal. I've actually got this set up, and I suspected that was probably Blaziken. I'm guessing it's probably rare. Alright. Oh my gosh. It's just spotting traces. Is this just like a feature of everybody's Pallet Town that you just sit here and it spawns traces? I don't know. Tree shading snoozing Snorlax. Okay, this one I can make because I actually got the nap time bed. So we'll keep that in mind and we'll bring that nap time bed back from the Bleak Beach. But let's go talk to the Pokemon Center. This is Pallet Town. So long as it belongs to no one but you, you can freely alter the landscape, build houses, and otherwise customize it as you see fit. Can you change the town's name? Okay, I have an idea. I have a really crazy idea. Okay, it's funny that you say that because it's not entirely off from where we're going to go with this. First of all, which screen are we sharing? This one. Cool. Okay, how do I even look for this? Let's go to Cerebi. And we are looking for the video game section, and we're looking for Gen 3, and we're looking for Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue. And in Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue, there were legendaries. Okay. There were those, what are they called? Friend areas. Friend area lists. Click the respective link to find out which. Okay, I'm clicking it. Okay, that's not helpful. I need a list of friend areas. I know what I'm looking for here. Cerebi is usually more useful than this. Mystery Dungeon, Red and Blue, friend areas. Sure, we can use game FAQs. Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about. Okay, so Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres were in Legendary Island. I think that's what we're going to call this. Oh, these all had such great names. Darkness Ridge, Deep Sea Current, Enclosed Island for Deoxys. I wonder if there's Deoxys in this game. That'd be a cool one. All right, back to the game. You think you see what I'm cooking? Sky Blue Plains was legit. Sky Blue Plains was legit. That's true. All right. Now we only have 20 characters, which Legendary Island might be a bit long for that, but we'll see. No. Success. Is Legendary Island okay? Yes. Incredible. Oh, we have special challenges. I guess Tangrowth isn't here to help us this time. Okay, we did get a little bit of money. Increase the number of Pokemon who live on Legendary Island. And we want to get to 10 Pokemon. Okay, this is awesome. Get a Pokemon housemate. So I need a home for myself. And that's going to be one more Pokemon. Different flowers. Lots of veggies. Build stuff. Make roads. Okay, this is awesome. And I like how these special challenges make perfect sense as things that are going to help you basically lifts. Oh, wow. I don't know about lifts yet. That are going to help you develop this place. So I think that's super neat. I think in my time before our next session, I'll probably be focusing on just making sure I get my 10 Pokemon and my Pokemon housemate. Oh, hey! Well, there's our first Pokemon. Aw. Poor Eevee. We learned about Eevee's friends. Okay, great. Guys, we're getting all kinds of Pokemon that are going to live on this island with us. Eevee, what can you do? You can trade. Pallet Town. These islands don't have a story to pursue, but they are vast and undeveloped, so you can build them up as you see fit. You can also invite others to play via Link Play to help you develop an island, or you can all visit a dream island together. You can also bring Pokemon from other towns to Pallet Town, and there are some Pokemon who you can only find there. Okay, this is awesome. And guys, look at that. Bada bing, bada boom, no speak, no faster, and we've already got our first of the spawns that we prepared to bring here. Axew. Alright, so this Axew, it looks like it's going to have some useful specialties too. It's got Chop. Okay, that's great. And in fact, actually, right off the bat, I know that that's one of our dailies today, so I'm going to have Axew chop just one small log, please. I don't know. I'm not planning to be up for too much longer, but I wanted to get this started, you know? Just wanted to get it moving. Pink Hut Kit. Freezing Chambers Kit. I'd like to learn what's in that so that I can build it. I don't know that I want to make this pink hut for myself. I like just the little Eevee huts. Oh, what is this? Lost and found. So this isn't going to be Eevee's permanent house. But I want to just give it, like, a place to be in the short term. You know what I forgot to bring? We even learned this lesson. I forgot that we actually learned this lesson with Blue Beach. It's not just security cameras. It's also, what do you call them? It's also, here, Eevee. Why don't you move in here? Just for now. Alright. It's also, there we go. pretty much see all the habitats that we've set up with that security camera. It's security cameras and it's boxes. Okay, so we pretty much hit the main thing that we wanted to do here. Wait, oh yeah. So it even told us that to find Evie's friends, we need to go back to the special challenges. So let's take a look, see if anything new showed up here. Oh, these are Evie's special challenges. So I guess each one of these that you complete is going to give you the habitat for one of the Eevees. This is great. This will be a great thing for me to work on. So for now, let's finish this off by going and exploring the other two land masses of Pallet Town. Get a sense of what we're working with here. Wow, environment level up already. I'll take money. I already placed so many decorations. They weren't ready for this. Alright, landmass number 2. Which I see right off the bat has a nice cave there. And some copper ore. Oh, lots of copper ore. In fact, enough that I don't need to do anything with this right now. But I do want to know if there's any items in the cave. Using the map to try to get a sense of how... Oh, this is pretty big. I really wish you could toggle the run button off and on, instead of having to hold it down while also trying to navigate. It's like I only have 2 thumbs, and I would need 3 thumbs for the way that they've done this. It's more right? Okay. Let's see what's on top of this landmass. Boy, this would be a lot easier if I could fly. Ha! Okay, a bunch of lumber, dead trees, dead flowers. This is really kind of a very scorched little land over here. And is this our only item? Altar of Flame kit. Okay, so we've got freezing chambers, altar of flame. This is ridiculous. Look how big this is. Wow. So I'm gonna have to like flatten the land to make room for this. This is so huge. Okay. And then our third landmass is this way. This landmass includes a little bit of a pond, huh? Let's go in this cave first. There wasn't anything in the other cave except a bunch of ore. That was kind of sad. This cave has a for the intrepid explorer. Oh my gosh, a ditto doll. Okay, wait, this is great. This is huge, actually. This is actually a huge deal. Okay. Oh, I wasn't even... I was almost climbing absent-mindedly. I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing here. Abandoned power plant kit. Yep, naturally. Naturally. Wow. I'm guessing it's also absolutely gigantic. Wow. Absolutely gigantic. Okay. Let's go see the rest of this island. Looks like we've got some palm trees down there, which is actually kind of nice because we were missing palm trees in Withered Wasteland. Obviously, we had this at Bleak Beach. Lots of ore. Recipe for a plain stool. How did I not have that already? I guess I've just been stealing them from the Pikachu Dream Island. Stones. Cool. Well, I don't know that I've actually seen the animation for going into puddles as a Lapras yet, so that was kind of nice. Oh, okay, here's materials from Bleak Beach, which is actually kind of nice. Maybe there's one more non-burnable garbage here so I can finish my dailies. Nice. Maybe not. Looks like a lot of seaweed. Aha! Ah! Nope, that's sea glass. Come on, game. All I want is one garbage on this pristine beach. Okay, I really want to fly, and the other thing I really want is a record player. I have all these CDs, and I cannot change the music. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be garbage. This island is too nice. And then that's... Oh, it looks like there's a back half to the... we're going to call it the Moltres Island. Maybe this is material from Rock. We'll find out on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this before. Waste paper. And immediately learning some recipes. Oh, pinwheels. Okay, that's nice. I randomly read that there's a Pokemon that can convert waste paper into, like, usable paper. Which, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense that with Pallet Town, they give you materials from sort of the first 2.5 zones. I thought it was pretty funny. I'd just been ignoring it. There's some iron ore. I'd been ignoring it, and Tangrowth, when I finished Bleak Beach, was like, hey, you know, also, you could go to Pallet Town. I was like, okay, I guess I will. All right, so I think you guys see the vision here. So we've got this Pallet Town. We're going to kind of do exactly what the game nudges us at, and I think we're going to work on slowly constructing these 3 altars to the 3 legendary birds here. And that'll be that. Always ignore Tangrowth. I do. I'm very bad at it. I just always ignore Tangrowth. So. Okay. None of our lumberjack workshops have generated a Pokemon yet. That's fine. We got Axu. Aw, look at Eevee. Oh. Can't. It just wanted a friend. Oh no, Eevee. Oh no. You're just just a small baby child, and I will protect you and also find all your friends. But also, I need to steal this. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. Well, guys, I think that is a perfectly wonderful place to call it. So, thanks for joining me as we got started with Pallet Town. This is a good time. I'm excited to start developing this island. I won't even be able to see what the materials are for these kits until I can actually level some ground around them, which, my goodness, it's like massive. It's going to be fun. I think I'm going to start with the mole trace one over there because it's had the clearest area for me to put it. All right, well, thanks, guys. Just a short one. We'll see you on Wednesday for